I am Dr. Hans Diehl. I have a doctor in health science, and I am epidemiologically trained to look at the disease epidemic around the world, which is largely centered on non-communicable diseases, or as we say today, chronic diseases. And so my concern has been to contribute to a velvet revolution in medicine.
Fruits, vegetables, nuts and seeds, and whole grains too. Hey!
This year's inductee into the Vegetarian Hall of Fame has helped hundreds of thousands of people all over the world live their lives to the fullest through lifestyle education that includes a whole foods plant-based diet. Dr. Hans Diehl.
We don't have cures for most of these chronic diseases because they relate to our lifestyle. How we eat, how we drink, do we get enough sleep, do we have a supportive network, stress management. Once you have these things in place, once you have this philosophy and it's underpinned by a very simple diet of fruits and vegetables and whole grains and legumes and maybe a few nuts, then you have the prescription for a happier and longer life. And that's what I'm all about. Cow's milk is the perfect food for baby calves. If a food makes this noise, then don't eat it. Stay away from those crinkly bags. Eat more foods as grown, and you can eat more and weigh less, and you have money left over for that new outfit. Beware of those commercial breaks because it can be the pause that refreshes. Ban the salt shaker, but also become more aware of the salt content in processed and fast foods. Oh, watch those snacks because they're largely junk food, low in volume and nutrition, but high in calories. And remember, the bigger the snacks, the bigger the slacks. Here's my question. Have you recently checked what is in your cupboard? What's in your refrigerator? Make physical activity part of your daily lifestyle. Make it part of what you do every day. And you'll be a winner too. Interested in being on the road to a happier, healthier, longer life? Then 2 principles. Choose more healthy foods and move more. And when you do this, you have a great opportunity of having a life that is magnificent, just like this beautiful country here. Hi, I'm Dr. Hans Diehl from the Lifestyle Medicine Institute, and here is To Your Health. Life is not so much about success. Life is about significance. It's about ministry.
You take the sugar and the white flour and oil and you stir it up in a bowl and you get a Danish. That's plant-based, but that's not what we're talking about. That's worse. That's why we say whole foods.
You see, it's like you're hitting yourself on the thumb. Yeah. Over and over again. Yeah. And then you say, well, let's give you some pain relief medication. And you hit it again. There must be a better way to do this.
There is a better way.
And you pay every time you get the pain relief medication, right? You pay for it. Hey, why don't you stop using that hammer?
Dr. John McDougall and Dr. Hans Diehl are with us talking about reversing heart disease by eating the right foods. You have a special program for this.
We have 50,000 stories.
And they teach them, they give them community, they give them support. It's just an amazing program. And I would have to say he's done more, and this is not an exaggeration, he's done more to help people from around the world in a practical manner than anybody I know through the CHIP programs.
Ultimately, I recognized that I need to take this program to the people everywhere. Well, as the program developed more and more, and it became solidified, and I began to collect data and I published it, I knew I had to get a name for it, right? So this became then the CHIP program, the Coronary Health Improvement Program.
The best kept secret in medicine is that, given the right conditions, the body can sometimes heal itself. And when it comes to cardiovascular disease, there's no substitute for nutritional excellence. So, Ornish, Pritikin, Barnard, Esselstyn, all the great names in evidence-based nutrition. But how many have heard about the CHIP program, the Coronary Health Improvement Project, a volunteer-run community-based education program, educating physicians and patients alike about the power of nutrition as medicine, as perhaps the best investment we can make in the fight against heart disease.
The CHIP program is now, by published data, the most studied community-based health program in America.
The Complete Health Improvement Program, CHIP for short, is the preeminent community lifestyle intervention education program, where participants start to see a dramatic difference in their biometrics after 30 days into their 3-month-long program. Clogged arteries begin to open up, blood pressures come down, diabetes turns around, people eat more but they lose weight, and high cholesterol levels drop often more than 20%.
The two largest employees in Lee County, the school board and the Lee Memorial Health System, say they found a way to save you, the taxpayer, money, and they're doing it one fork at a time.
The Complete Health Improvement Program. It's where people are taught to eat meals that are plant-based. So along with the school district, Lee Memorial Health System put the CHIP program to the test. What they discovered was a remarkable turnaround with the health of their employees. After 12 months, for every dollar LMHS spent on helping employees live a plant-strong diet, they saved $2 in healthcare costs.
It became very clear that when Hans passed away, the world lost a great man. But for many of us, the loss is much more deeply personal because we also lost a dear friend.
I don't think I can ever get over the loss of Hans. He was such a treasured friend.
I really like the way that he himself talked all about that, clearly as something for others, not just a self-promotion kind of thing. He was really giving, if you will.
I don't think I've ever met anyone more loving and kind and compassionate and funny and intelligent as Hans. No one more deserving of this award. The world is a darker place because of the void that he left.
He's one of the people I never wanted the world to forget because of his tremendous contributions.
So I'm very grateful for who you've been. It's incredibly sad that you're not with us anymore, but I know that your legacy is complete. Your legacy is profound. You've helped tens, thousands of people.
Dr. Diehl was a true pioneer. He saw the power of lifestyle medicine. He saw the power of the whole food, plant-based diet.
I can honestly say his life was one well lived, because he left an impression. He planted seeds that goes beyond his core family into many individuals around the world. And I'm so thankful that I'm one of those plants.
We started Rochester Lifestyle Medicine Institute in 2015 for the sole purpose of running CHIP programs, and it was all because of Hans.
I think the trait that best describes him is his dedication to service, his incredible generosity with his time, with his advice, and with his mentorship.
He was one of the most charismatic, confident, gregarious, and commanding people I've ever met.
He was brilliant, ahead of his time to bring the science and lifestyle medicine to the community.
One of the things I'd like to center in on is his selfless, really compassion and love for others.
The single most common statement that we hear from people is, "Thank you for giving me my life back again."
He was such a huge-hearted lifestyle medicine trailblazer.
And I'm in awe of the number of lives he touched all over the world.
Hans was a good and faithful servant. You know, he was among the best good and faithful servants.
I should tell you one more thing. You know, as I saw those pictures there, I thought to myself, boy, this is better than a eulogy. Because, you know, when it comes to the eulogy, the person who is being honored never hears anything about it. But I did.